Never tried this before. Well, actually, I have. Years ago, I tried to do a direct upload to YouTube, but I guess I'll go ahead and try this now. Because this isn't the type of thing that I would actually edit with my real camera and talk about later. But a lot of black people like talking to me about politics, and I actually thought I was going to vote this year. This would have been the first time in my life I ever voted. I got my voting rights back uh, about 6, 7 years ago when I was released from prison. And unlike a lot of people, people try to say that Barack Obama is unknown. He came out of nowhere. La 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 la. No, Barack Obama didn't come out of nowhere. They've been writing about this dude since probably about 2004. Like all the politicians, like in 2004, they were writing articles about Barack Obama saying that he was going to be the next or the first black president. They was writing all kind of things about the senator from Illinois, especially when he first won that senator seat. That was a big freaking deal. He was the first black senator from Illinois in a long time, and he was only like the third. No, he was the first black senator from Illinois, and he was only like the third black senator ever. You people just don't pay attention to stuff like that. But anyway, people always try to get me to vote, especially when they find out I got my voter rights. And I ain't gonna do it. I thought I was gonna do it this year because it's been getting particularly hard, and I was beginning to think, I'm having rough times right now. I've been having a real hard time finding a job, and I want to tell a story about what happened today. Today I was going through my emails, and I saw a number from a trucking company. So I dialed this number and said, "Please call this number immediately." So anyway, I called the number, and I've made a lot of phone calls in my life before, but this was the first time in my life that this ever happened. The woman on the other end, she didn't say hello. She didn't say, "This is CR England. How can I help you?" She didn't say anything. Her first words, soon as it said ring, ring, she said, "Oh, you have way too many felonies and misdemeanors. So, yada, yada, yada." And she went off on a like 2 minute tangent, reading me all of this stuff from my criminal history. Now, it's true, I do have a criminal history. I was convicted of a felony from when I was 18. When I was 18, 1996, I got convicted of a felony and I got probation. And I rolled that out. And while I was on probation, I kept getting in trouble, picked up a lot of misdemeanors, and I even picked up some more felony charges and I beat them. But needless to say, that was 96. I was released from prison in 2006 and I worked my butt off. Within a year, I was making $50,000, and I started at the bottom. I started like $9 an hour, but I worked hard. I worked hard. Eventually, one of the largest companies in the particular field, I was working in waste management. One of the largest waste management companies recruited me, and I ended up making $50,000 uh, the year before I got laid off. The last year I worked, I made 50 grand, and I've worked here and there, odd jobs, temp jobs, trying to find permanent work, but I can't find anywhere near that money. But I've been studying Barack. I've read his book, read all these articles written about him back in 2006, 2005, and I've never heard him once mention doing anything about discrimination ex-cons face. What's the point of letting us out if we can't get a job? We are the only ones really discriminated against in this country, but Barack Obama sticks up for homosexuals and the whole other kinds of people. But ex-cons, the only ones that are really discriminated against this country legally, never heard Barack talk about that. And he's the first president that's Generation X. And he doesn't talk about the justice system, the racist justice system. It's still legal to shoot unarmed black men and you don't get a day in jail usually. Surprised George Zimmerman got locked up. He doesn't talk about that. He doesn't talk about the war on drugs and how it's racist. So I will not be voting for Barack Obama. I will probably not be voting for anybody. If Ron Paul would have won, I probably would have registered Republican and voted for him. But other than that, I seriously doubt I'll be voting Now, if Barack does say something, or if I'm wrong, if I've missed the conversation about him ending the war on drugs or doing something against discrimination against felons like me who have been out for a long time, let me know. Maybe I will vote for him then. But until then, don't ask me about voting for Barack Obama. Because until he cares about the things that matter to me as an ex-con that got in trouble when I was a child, I was 18. There's no way that I will vote for him. Ron Paul or nobody.